Being a real man isn't about how much you can bench or the size of your bank account. It's about character, action, and how you show up for yourself and others. Let me break it down. Accountability. A real man owns his decisions, the good, the bad, and the ugly. He doesn't play the blame game. He admits when he's wrong, learns things right. Respect for others. Respect isn't just for the people you like. It's for everyone you meet. From how he treats the waitress to how he speaks to his partner, a real man shows respect to everyone, regardless of status. Emotional intelligence. A real man understands his emotions and doesn't run from them. He communicates, he listens, and he's not afraid to be vulnerable when it matters. Strength isn't suppressing your feelings. It's knowing how to deal with them. Providing and protecting. Being a provider isn't just financial. It's emotional, mental, and physical too. A place where his loved ones feel secure, valued, and supported. Honesty and integrity. His word is his bond. A real man is straightforward, doesn't sugarcoat, and lives by his principles. You never have to second guess where he stands. He says what he means and means what he says. Humility. A real man knows he doesn't have all of the answers, and that's okay. He's willing to learn, listen, and grow without letting his ego get in the way. Leadership with compassion. Leadership doesn't mean control. A real man leads by example, uplifts others, and makes decisions with wisdom and heart. Here's my final thought. Being a real man is about balance, strength, and vulnerability. Confidence and humility, discipline and compassion. It's not about proving yourself to the world, but staying true to who you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
All right. Welcome to Grown Men Talking Incorporated. We have a real deep topic for you today, so make sure you share. This is one you want to expand in conversation. Make sure you tune in tomorrow as the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour comes to you through the ringer of cheating. Why, when someone cheat on you, they want to stay in the relationship? Why they don't want to stay with the person they cheated on you with? Let's talk about it tomorrow. Also, don't forget that we got the Unspoken Heart Christmas Purple Heart raffle going on. November 14th it started. December 10th is the deadline. This is one you don't want to miss. If you need details, please inbox myself or either Dwight Robinson so we can fill you in. And it's that time. Yeah. The Powerful Poet contest is going on. Who will become 2026 Powerful Poet? Submit a video with you reciting the poetry. Hey, you never know. You could be that one. And now we're going to hand it over to Dwight.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? And happy Friday night. And talking. We about to do a little talking. We're going to do a little talking about what makes a man. Now, before I introduce you to the rest of the cast, because, you know, a lot of young men be out there thinking having a bunch of babies, real men. There's a lot of men out there believing having a bunch of women to lay up with makes them a real man. So we're going to see what really makes a man a man. So without further ado, let me bring in the members. Mr. Britton, come on in the house, Mr. Britton.
What's happening, y'all? What's happening?
Great topic tonight. Yeah, we're gonna dig into this and we're gonna see what happened. What we're gonna see and talk about and go from there. So Let's bring in Brother Dez to the show. Come on, Brother Dez. Walk on in. Come on.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. That song just got paid. That's DJ Maxon that played that. So let's bring in our next man on the show, Mr. DJ Mack in the house. Come on in, brother.
What's happening, broski? What's going on with it?
What's up, my brother? What's up?
What's the move?
Nothing much, y'all. We about to get into what makes a man. So we all saw the video, and he made some great points and things. So I'm gonna start with Brother Mac. But Brother Mac, what do you think about that video we just saw and what the young man just said about some of the things that makes a man?
I think exclusively, which means reserved for self, he had some great points. But there's so much more that goes into defining a man that he didn't have enough time or space in a video to make, but he made some pretty upfront and personal points for himself. It was pretty decent.
Yes, he did. Yes. And Mr. Britton, what you have to say about that video we saw?
Well, I thought he hit on some really key points. He really defined it well, and to piggyback on what Max said, there is so much more because there's different levels to manhood. Period. You know what I'm saying? And when you reach these different levels, you'll find out that your man in you, grows. You know what I'm saying? If you're being progressive, it also has a decline side to it as well. But, during your experience, it's always going to redefine your manhood, your level of manhood. So, and I think there's where we get into a lengthier conversation.
You right, my brother. You are so right. And Mr. Dez, hey, my brother, come on. What you have to say about that video we saw?
Yeah, I agree with what he was saying, most of it, but, like everybody's saying, everybody's manhood is defined individually because, what I may consider to be a man, some of the other brothers may not consider that being a man, right. Because I just say that, we all have to find, like Mr. Brisbane was saying, that level of manhood within ourselves. But most of the stuff that he was talking about, I mean, I do agree with that. And a lot of those things are some of the things that I try to incorporate into my manhood. So I can understand where he's coming from, but there's still a whole bunch of other things left out at the same time.
It's a whole lot of things. And one of the things I want to ask y'all, because I have seen this happen to a few men that I didn't know. Some of them I knew kind of personally, some of them didn't know. Now, a lot of men, if y'all agree with me or not, but a lot of men, now, let's just say, because courage is one of them. If you are married or even dating a woman, and the time we live in, just for example, when I used to go out to the club, some of the people used to bring their ladies to the club just to relax, just to have a good time. And some of you guys that's in the club, they be trying to hit on some men's women, their wives or girlfriend. It just shows so disrespect. Now, one guy I knew, he had his girlfriend there, and she was being polite to the guy, and he was asking her to, he wanted to buy her a drink, and she declined, and he got mad and called her the B word. Now her boyfriend, I'm not gonna mention his name, he heard that, and he didn't do nothing. And I don't know. Most men would look at it like, they feel like you're a coward. You put your manhood on the line, but you with a woman, and you let this other man disrespect her and call her the B word. Now I stood up for it, and two other guys did when we cussed his ass out and told him, he don't beat it. He's gonna get beat down in the club. Now let me ask y'all: do that determine determine your manhood? But if you dating a woman, wouldn't she look at you different if you didn't defend her when somebody being disrespectful for you? So, Dad, I'm gonna go to you, brother. If you was in the club and the man just disrespect your wife or your girl, calling her the B word, I mean, as a man, how would you handle that?
Well, me personally, calling the B, that is very disrespectful. But at the same time, she did open herself up to that by being friendly with the guy in the first place. She knows she there with her man, and real life situation with my first wife. Me and my
Right.
first wife, we were in the club and a guy approached her wanting to give her a rose.
Oh, snap.
And it was one of them things. Okay, do I sit here and throw hands with this dude for trying to give my woman a rose? I was like, you know what? No, go ahead and give her that rose. She deserved it. But as soon as she got the rose, she took it and gave it to me. And I threw the motherfucker in the trash.
I like that, Des. Hey, I like that. Did the man actually see? Did he see you? Did he see her give you the rose and see you do it in the trash?
Yeah, she did it right there in front of his face.
Ooh, I bet he.
But because but like you said, that's like Kelly said, don't bring your woman to the club because there's a lot of dudes out here. At one point in time, if if a dude was trying to talk to your girl,
yeah,
hey man, that's my woman. Oh, my bad play. I ain't know that. But nowadays they don't care. They just disrespectful with it. They on that. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm gonna take her from you. They on that type of time, which leads to more problems. It's almost like they come into the club looking for something to get into.
But you handle that great because, like I said, a lot of men. I mean, because some of these dudes, they see you come in the club with your woman, and if she's the type that he's looking for, they don't care. Like you said, these men don't have no respect. They don't care if you're married. They don't care if you date. No, I guess they feel like if they can intimidate you and come to your face in front of your woman, and how you gonna handle that? Trying to make you look weak. But I get you on that. Now, Mr. Britton, how will you handle that? If you just out having a good time with your lady and y'all just want to go out for a little dance and drink and some men approach, trying to be funny with the woman you with, how will you handle that?
Well, I haven't really had a terrible situation with that. Some familiarity with it, yeah. But for me, and where I come from and how I was out there when I was going to clubs and what I was doing at that time, reputation procedure, you know what I'm saying? And what I did and who I was, didn't allow for that to get out of hand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but in terms of anything remotely disrespectful to my woman in my presence, number one, my woman was going to step up and let them know, and get my attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the same time. So, the B word might not even got out. It probably didn't even make it that far because I'm going to have it right from the jump. My woman's not even going to put herself in a position to be played like that. If she gets up and goes to the restroom and altercation happens along the way, the first thing she's gonna do is make a beeline back to tell me. Now, how I'm gonna handle it a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't really had a lot of that. Fortunately, knock on wood. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I don't go to clubs a lot anymore anyway. So, but yeah, when I did, I'm like, nah, man, I didn't have it.
I feel you on that, Mr. Britton. Now, brother Blood Mac, I kind of got an idea, but how would you handle that situation as a man? If a man came up there and you just there with your lady, just trying to have a good time, and try to be friendly with with your girl, and your girl declined, and he called her the B word as a man, how would you handle that?
Well, I don't know. I guess I would have to be speaking from the old me.
Right.
From the days of when I was out at the club doing things of that nature. Yeah, we're gonna have to tear that up. We're gonna have to tear the club up. Because for one, if she already declined you in a situation of saying like, no, I'm here with my guy and I'm cool on that, you disrespect her, then what you're basically telling her is I'm worthless. So and in that nature right there, then I have to step up and have a conversation physically.
Right.
Because wait a minute now, how did first of all, I don't mind you shooting your shot because, hey, if you like something I like, that mean I'm doing a good job. But if she decline you and tell you, no, this ain't that, whoop the bam, woo, woo, and you keep on pressing and you get disrespectful, then hey, we got to dance.
Oh yeah,
Pardon the background.
We definitely got to dance. And look, I agree with y'all because if I went to the club and somebody approached the woman I'm with and being disrespectful, but the thing what gets me is calling her the B word right there in front of my face. Now, yeah, I'm gonna be angry about it. Now, if the man apologized for doing it, then we can just go our separate way. But if he bump his chest and then let that word come out his mouth again, just like Mr. Max said, he gonna be dancing because you, my woman, and disrespect in front of me like that. So let me ask y'all this: if a man does not step up in that situation, does that make him less than a man? Is he a coward? He doesn't have the courage to protect this woman because they're just out trying to have a good time. And just like they said, a lot of these men today don't give a damn. So does that make that man weak if he does not defend his woman? So Mac, I'm gonna ask you first. Does that make that man less than a man if he does not step up to defend his woman?
I mean, it depends on, again, the man that we're talking about. I don't think it makes him less than a man, but it all depends on the type of man we're talking about, because a lot of cats can't fight and they know they can't fight. And so it ain't no need for me to get no altercation if I know I'm going to get whooped. Let me just grab my girl and get on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Then a lot of guys know what they can do and just be like, it ain't even worth to beat on this dude tonight because I'm going to beat him to death. Then there's other dudes out here that's like, okay, we ain't got to do nothing right now. I just wait till we get outside and we going to handle it. So it all depends on the dude that you're dealing with. A lot of dudes, if you being honest with yourself as a man these days, us at our age, what do we look like just jumping up, beating on dudes for them running their mouth these days? But sometimes it has to happen. You know what I'm saying? And so again, we're just talking about who you're dealing with as a man. Does it take away from his manhood? No. Does it make you look bad with your girl? Maybe. Depends on the woman you're dealing with.
Right. I agree with you. That's a good one. I like that. And there's, because some men, will call the next man weak for not defending. Oh, I hear some music. Well, we're going to get back there on that question with Diz before we go to the next. So y'all don't go nowhere because we'll be back in 2.
Most women say they want a good man until they finally meet one, and that's where the truth comes out. A lot of women grew up believing that a good man was supposed to be soft, endlessly available, emotionally accommodating. But a real good man, he's not here to play emotional tag. He's not operating from chaos. And guess what? He's not adjusting his standards to fit someone else's comfort level. He has direction, he has discipline, he has a mission. And when a woman is used to instability, that level of stability feels intimidating. Because guess what? Consistency exposes everywhere that she's not healed yet. So what happens? A man's consistency gets labeled as cold. His boundaries get called selfish. His focus looks, his self-respect gets twisted into narcissism. But none of that is true. That's just what peace looks like when someone's raised on dysfunction. A good man is predictable, not because he's boring, but because he's solid. And here's the shift. A good man isn't performing for approval. He isn't moved by chaos. He doesn't chase what's unstable. He moves from conviction, not insecurity. He's not trying to impress anyone. He's building a life. And to a woman addicted to emotional roller coasters, that kind of stability feels like silence until she realizes it's actually safety. A good man will not negotiate with disrespect. He's not competing with somebody else's triggers. He's not participating in emotional games. He protects his peace because he protects his purpose. And that's why a lot of women lose good men. Not because he was difficult, but because peace felt unfamiliar and chaos felt like home. A good man doesn't need drama. He needs partnership, respect, emotional regulation, consistency. And the right woman, she won't shrink in the presence of his strength. She won't fight his boundaries. She won't mislabel his discipline. She'll recognize his steadiness because she's steady too. And instead of running from his strength, she'll rise to meet it.
All right. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow to the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour as they speak about through the ringer of cheating. Why do a person cheat on in a relationship and don't want to let go and go stay with the person that they cheated with? Let's talk about it tomorrow. And also make sure you tune in next week as Grown Men Talking Incorporated comes back to your screens and speak on a man's handle with rejection. Mr. Des Jones will be hosting this one here as the men will come and share their thoughts on this topic here. Now back to you, Mr. Dwight.
Boy, that lady in that video, oh, I need to find somebody like her. Des, what do you have to say about that video we just saw with that very smart woman talking about and got you saying in that video? What you got to say about that? What's your
Okay, well, before I go into that thought, let me complete the last thought.
Oh yeah. About that.
Well, I don't say like Brother Mac was saying, no. I don't think that makes that man any less of a man, because I was always taught to choose your battles wisely. You know, and the only problem that may occur from that is like Max said, the woman that he's dealing with, she might try to throw that back up in his face later on.
Yeah.
Well, you wasn't talking all tough when that dude called me a bitch in the club, blah, blah, blah. Now you want to get tough with me. Like, first of all, this is two totally different situations. But anyway, so it depends. It depends on, you know, the woman that he's dealing with. If the man does not respond to it, sometimes a lack of response can be seen as the response.
That's right.
In my eyes.
I like that.
But I may be wrong. And now to talk about what old girl was saying in that video, I believe what she was saying was 100% true, because I had a situation where I was trying to deliver all of those things to a woman, trying to deliver all of those things to a woman, be peaceful, try to bring discipline to the kids. But she rejected it at all times. She looked at me as if I was trying to control her. No, I'm not trying to control you. Right. I'm trying to bring you some type of peace. And when she said that, you know, it was some things that woman has not healed from.
Right.
After we were no longer together, and the woman had a chance to go through life a little bit more and got into other relationships, we were able to have a conversation. And she came back and she explained to me, she was like, I couldn't see it then, but I see it now. I appreciate what you was trying to do then. It was just that, and she admitted it. She said, I wasn't ready to make that change in my life yet.
Wow.
But now that she's married, she sees what I'm talking about, because her husband basically was instilling them same values and qualities into her that I was trying to get her to see that she had. But at that time, her mind was not ready to make the change, the switch over.
Right. Well, you know what,
So
Dave? I'm glad you said that. But you mean, okay, so she couldn't see it when you was doing, but she saw it with the husband. Um, some women do.
she got older.
Yeah, you're not
Yes,
gonna
no, she
understand to
just
say
got
that.
older.
Yeah.
She got older. She went through some other things, you know, trying to, you know, go back and rekindle things with ex baby daddies and all of that. Well, forever baby daddies, but baby daddies, and it backfired in her face. And then she got with another real one, and she realized, well, damn, maybe I need to leave these knuckleheads alone and get with somebody that's trying to put some structure in my life.
Right. And I'm glad you said it, because the reason why I said it, because you had quite a few women, and it's even shocking. You even got older women right now today act like that, and it's just shocking. I don't know if you saw that video, but if you did, what you have to say about the video with the young lady in the video?
Who'd you say?
I was saying that, I was asking you the same question. If you got a chance to see that video with the young lady, what's your intake with that lady in the video?
Okay, so you talking to who? Me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you coming. So at any rate, wow, I'm kind of stuck on the young lady in the video because she was amazing.
Yes, she
was. Hit every point on the head.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we get insecurities. It's easy for a person to take their insecurities and flip them on you, and you be everything in the book. You know, narcissist, everything. You know, in fact, you know, that's not too far removed from me at, now, present day, here in the, the past. It's like, to see that, and particularly see those insecurities manifest in older women, and, to where they want to title you everything under the book because their insecurities. It's like, it's bad. But to answer your question, in terms of, will I be seen as a lesser man for not physically acting out in that situation? You know what I'm saying? One thing I was thinking about is, number one, and it happens to all of us if your woman really cares. So, it's a beef like that transpired. What's the first thing your woman do when she see you get up? She put her arm inside yours and try to pull you away. Yeah. So if my woman mean anything to me, and if I'm worth anything to her, she want to keep me free and safe, right? So I can keep her safe. You know what I'm saying? So we know I'm not letting nobody hit my woman.
I know that's right.
But when she sees that I'm in that defense posture, if she's my woman, she's gonna let me know, okay, I'm cool. Come on, we can get through that. Because it's better that you be on this side than to end up hurting somebody fatally. You know what I'm saying? You go to prison, or what if in the struggle you bust your head and you die? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why they talk about sticks and stones. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that she can live with being called a bitch and, and seeing her man free to defend her, you know what I'm saying, another day. You know what I'm saying? Now me, you know what I'm saying? If I walk away from you, you know what I'm saying? Lord have mercy. Somebody hurry up and tell him he in trouble. You know what I'm saying? He in trouble. He in trouble.
Yeah. I feel you on that, Miss Ben. I agree with you. I agree. And Big Mac, how you feel about that young lady that, I mean, she did a great job explaining it. How you feel about what she said in that video?
She couldn't have been more correct. And from the opening statement, she couldn't have been more correct. And so you have to understand. I could play that back clip for clip, piece for piece, note for note, and have a different thing and different scenario to speak about on everything she said. We could clip that and make topics off of that. She got so deep and so greasy with it. But the main thing is the opening statement of everybody think they want something good until they actually got it.
That part, yeah.
And then it's what you gonna do. What you gonna do now that you got? See, everybody think they want $1 million till they got $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And so she then when she got to breaking it down, um, um, and then here come Mr. B come right behind her and say, current day. We all could say that as men.
Yeah.
As men, I think we all can say that. Current day. You know, it's somebody that don't take you serious, and it's somebody that think you just somebody to play with just because you're the male species of the species.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna be adhered to until everything is done. And so that is such a great factor, and I'm glad that she made all the points up, because I need the link to that video. So could you please send that to me in my inbox after we done? Let's keep it going though, y'all. Come on.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, Spice, I don't know where you got that from, but
Yeah, I like that
girl,
myself. You ought to just put it in the group.
Yeah.
I like
In the group chat.
Yeah, I got somebody to send
like
that
that
to
for.
now.
I'm just saying, that girl,
Right now.
I mean,
Expeditiously. Look,
Yeah.
and it's so odd, right? That we sitting here as the men talking about it, right? Because she punched them women in his face. Some of them, if it was a low budget, this was all women. Somebody would have something negative to say.
Oh my God!
She punched them in the
They
face.
be sorry behind that one.
Man,
he told the truth.
Listen here, that would be a whole nother show. Because the women, oh my goodness, and I'm not saying all women, no, I am not, but I'm saying there is going to be somebody that would take that, turn that around, and create a whole nother conversation to talk about. And that's literally all I'm saying.
No, you telling the truth. Yeah. You ain't no lie.
They say the hit dog bark
Right.
first.
Ain't no lie to take the dad. You 100% right. Somebody they probably said something crazy because they didn't agree with the lady said, but no, you hit that on the nail, brother. Shoot, I'm just gonna keep it real. But
I'm wondering what a woman would say to that question that you asked. That you asked the men about the you ain't gonna defend my honor.
You know what, Dad? You're right. Because I'm telling you right now, so many would have said that, and
I'm just saying that's what's going. So you ain't man enough to defend my honor.
And I have seen that before.
Then here I propose another question. Let's so happen to say that I'm defending your honor and something bad happens to this guy. Is you gonna stand by me through this whole sentence? They gonna give me
hell no. I'll tell you right now. If you defend that dude and he end up getting hurt back or dying, and they put you in jail, I guarantee that same woman you was protecting is not gonna wait for you to get out of jail. She's gonna be moving. She's not. I'm just saying. Now some women gonna probably, Dwight, you don't know that.
Hold on.
Run
as fast as you can. You know I'm broke, ain't got no man, but I need that 40 in my hand, and I ain't gonna call you back again. It's Friday, Monday morning. Guess what? I think
my man locked up. I need a little help.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, right? So if the song even fits in, the song know what we talking about.
Yeah, I mean it's just real. It's real talk, though. Look, it's true. It's not gonna be too many women waiting for you to get out of jail for doing something that's bad. Because if you get 3-4 years, and most women, at least they honest, they's like, well, I ain't gonna lie. I might have to go do some things while you locked up. I can respect them saying that, but compared to the ones that they're not going to do. Yeah, Mr. Britt, because some of them lie.
First thing you're gonna hear. This is the first thing you're gonna hear, Dwight. Not cutting you off, but I got to jump on that.
Go ahead, man. Jump on.
You know you're gonna hear this. What kind of man is you? What kind of ninja is you? What kind of, if you was a real man, you wouldn't even reacted like that to that little stuff. What man? Let me hear you and you call yourself on me now, man.
It always got to be something, though. You got to keep that in mind. It always, listen, if you didn't do nothing, you wrong. If you did do something, you wrong. So, you know.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
I say it depends on the man. Listen, I told my sisters last time I did something to help y'all in the fight, everybody went home with probation except me. I'm not doing nothing. Don't call me.
What you say?
Oh,
Come on vacation, leave on probation.
Man, listen. And look, a year probation, the court supervised probation. Y'all ain't even getting in trouble.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Y'all at the crib chilling. I'm sitting back here like, Anchor, somebody sent me $50. Like, nah, I'm not going back in that, man. Is you crazy? You better learn how to fight or something. I'm not getting involved in that.
You better learn how to walk away from that silly stuff.
Well, that Mr. Bridges,
No, you better learn how
Folks
to.
got to learn how to walk away from silly stuff.
You got to learn how to stay out of silly stuff. How about
Yeah,
that part?
I ain't trying to win no sucker match. You know what I'm saying? Real men
Listen,
Just say who's the biggest dummy?
Look,
That
play
part.
the stupid game. We in the stupid prize.
Getting
That's
stupid
all.
prize.
Because and that's what dude talked about in the beginning. You know your worth, know your value, know
Yep.
your, what's important. Where's your
Yep.
integrity? Where's your
Yep.
moral compass? All
Yep.
of that is in that. My moral compass say stay the hell out the penitentiary. You
That
know what I'm
part.
saying? So I'm not doing it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, because my whole thing is if you like you said, if you ain't putting your hands on my woman,
That's a different thing.
why do I need to do this? Because if all these scenarios was and everything was to go down, how am I going to support my family while I'm locked up?
Yeah, that part, Des. That
How
part.
am I going to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's
How
some physical stuff jumping off right there, you got to get down like you live.
Yeah.
But if there's anything short of that, I'll holler.
Now, Des, I want to ask you this. If, just like Mr. Max said, if your woman did look at you different and threw it in your face and kind of look at you saying you are less than a man because you didn't do what you were supposed to do in the club, what most men do go there, those women will throw that back in their face and say, you're not a real man because you did not do whatever you needed to do. It's, the defending my honor. I mean,
first of all, you know what? I'm gonna play her game, but I don't think you're a real woman because you allowed the man the opportunity to even think that he had an opportunity.
Oh, well. Ladies, don't take this person now. It's just men talk. We just talking about.
I'm just saying,
don't take this person.
If you mind, and you can and Mr. B, Brother Mac, Brother Dwight,
yeah,
we know what a man's intention is when they walk up to her.
Yeah, you know
they know.
Right. They know. Yeah.
If they got all this intuition, they know when it's somebody. They can tell by the look in brother's eyes what his intention is.
Woo.
She should have shut him down at the gate.
That part.
And as a matter of fact, I hate to say it like this, but I was watching this one documentary and Pimpin' Ken said, "Bitch, why is you even talking to another nigga?"
Yeah. And not only that,
I'm putting on my glasses in the house, the shades, because I'm like, this the only shade that's going on. I'm just
I'm
serious. I ain't trying to be funny, nothing, but that's the reality of it. If you are putting yourself in that position. Now, like you said, if we just came out to the club to have a good time, have some drinks, dance a little bit, why are you even putting yourself in a position to entertain another man's thoughts of being intimate with you? If you know you mine and you with me.
Mr. Britton, what you was gonna say, Mr. Britton?
Jack, she and I, if we got home and she started to open her mouth to have that kind of conversation, guess who woman she won't be 15 minutes from there? Get the hell out of here.
That's all I'm saying. It's time to ride. It's time to go.
Right now. You know what I mean?
Mr. Britton, I'm with you on that.
You know, every year is precious to me.
I'm with you, brother. I agree
We got
with you 100%. Now, I want to say this. Now, we are all us men being in this situation. God dang. But look, y'all.
Every time the conversation starts getting good, we got to go to commercial break.
Don't worry about it. I'm next, so don't trip. Let's go.
Hey, y'all, we back in 2 and 2. Don't go nowhere.
say they want a good man until they actually meet one, because a good man isn't soft. He is not convenient, and he damn sure is not always available for you. A real good man has discipline, he has boundaries, and he has priorities of his own that do not shift based on her mood. And guess what? He's not bending his values just because she's upset. A good man is not controlling. He creates the order. He doesn't want chaos, arguments, or drama. He wants respect, clarity, and peace. And this is where women get it confused. When she's never met a mature man, she will mislabel everything. She'll call him cold because he doesn't tolerate any nonsense. She'll call him selfish because he takes care of himself. And she'll call him narcissistic because he refuses to beg for approval. But that's not selfishness. That is maturity. A man who refuses to be drained, used, or manipulated. Good men do not move from insecurity. They move from conviction. They will not ever chase drama. They do not chase attention, and they sure as hell don't chase validation from women. They build, they lead, and provide structure. And here's a harsh truth. Most women aren't even ready for the responsibility that comes with being with a good man, because a good man isn't an emotional roller coaster. He is not unpredictable, and it's not a game. He is stable, extremely consistent, and has direction. And for women addicted to chaos, wounded by the past relationships that they were in, or raised by dysfunction, stability feels boring until she loses it. A good man requires partnership. He requires respect and requires a woman who is emotionally regulated, not reckless with her emotions. That's why so many men get mislabeled. It's why mature men get misunderstood. But stay solid, because good men do not bend, they build, and the right woman will rise to meet with him.
All right. I hope you're enjoying this topic. Men are bringing it good. Okay, thank you everyone over there, both pages of Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and also Instagram and Rumble. If y'all don't have it, go ahead and look over there at Rumble. They got a lot of good things going on over there. We are also on that platform as well. So make sure that you go on there and subscribe as well, and subscribe on YouTube. And also remember, we will be on tomorrow with the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour, through the ringer of cheating. Why, when a person cheats, they just don't stay with the person that they cheated with? Why do they want to stay in the relationship with the person that they cheated on? Let's talk about it tomorrow. Also, make sure you tune in next Friday as the Grown Men Talking Incorporated comes back to your screens to talk about a man's handle with rejection. Mr. Desmond Jones himself will be hosting this topic here. I'm telling you, this is one you do not want to miss. Also, do not forget, we got the Powerful Poet contest going on. We will be accepting videos. We're also looking for 1 man and 2 women 2 men and 1 woman for judges. We do have 1 woman already. We do not announce who the judges are. We keep them anonymous. But if you want to be a judge, please contact me or Mr. Dwight Robinson, and we will get in there and get you on. Also, if you are a poet and you know it, hey, bring those videos on. They can be up to 5 minutes. 5 minutes for the videos. And I'm telling you, we had to go for our thoughts last year. So, hey, bring it on. Bring it on. We're ready. Also, we have the Christmas raffle going on. The deadline. Look at that. I'm telling you straight up. You don't want to miss out on these 2 fabulous gifts. As you know, the 55-inch TV, there's entry fee of $5. So if you're interested, you cash app $, the Unspoken Heart, $5, and you enter in, take a picture of the cash app, send it to our inbox, give us a name, number, and on a date, we will be announcing the winner. Also, there's a neck massager. There's no cost for that. Just the purple heart when you see the flyer go up on TikTok or either Facebook. So, hey, You don't want to miss out. Now back over to the men.
Yeah. I don't know where Spicy got that video, but there's another woman that I kind of like what she said. That I said, Lord, where
If
are
you go on TikTok, just put on, the title, what's a good man or what's in a good man, and the videos do come up. They do have women that speak the real and give it to you raw.
Well, now, Spice, I want to say this because the man, we all know this because what's the old saying? Good dudes finish last. Good men finish last.
Yeah.
Women say they want a good man, but then just Dad had a perfect example of when he said relationship when he was saying, and this the thing as a man that I just don't get because women will say that. Now I'm gonna say this, and I'm pretty sure some of us had this experience. When you get with a woman, you're doing all the right things for her and taking care of her kids if she have any, but as soon as you lose your job, the money ain't coming in the way it's supposed to come in. Now I ain't gonna say all, but many women will look at you less than a man, and you one of the best men they dated. But sometimes that when they finance, what they say, no finance means no loving. So
this is why I say, and I speak to a lot of women that speak on this little statement. You hear a lot of women that says, I want a good man, or where the good man at?
Yeah.
But you ever look in that mirror and say, you want that good man, but are you a good woman for that good man?
That part.
Because to every good man, a good man deserves a good woman.
That part.
If you do not have the attributes of being a good woman for that good man, you need to step down.
You damn skipping, you need to step down because a lot of men go to that mess and they get messed up. And that's what turned good men to bad guys. And I'm just gonna be straight up with y'all, man. Y'all push that button to make a lot of dudes become the bad guy. Now, Mr. Mac, have you ever been in a situation where you got a little bit low in cash and then I'm not sure what happened? Did you been in a relationship with a woman look at you less than a man, try to treat you different because of that situation?
I don't think there's a man on the planet that ain't been through that.
You damn right.
I don't think there's neither one of us that haven't been through that. But I think the thing about that is what we need to understand as men is what is your real true value? Because if you're in here, right, and you're presenting yourself as valuable by way of finance, then when your finances ain't nothing, then that's what they're looking at. They're looking at you because you came in financially and presented yourself that way. I think finances is the last thing on the checklist when you're talking about how valuable a person is. And a lot of people don't look at moralities and standards and virtues and things of that nature in a person. So when you're talking about women, it's very hard to find a woman that's going to look at you financially last.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. See, I've had multiple women literally tell me, I need you to be able to take care of you and me. Not realizing, okay, when you couldn't do that, I was able to help you out in this way. It may not be the way that you wanted to help, but it still got you through that situation. Now, when you base it off of that finance thing, if this whole relationship is based off of what we can do for each other financially, is this really a relationship or is this a business venture?
So now then you get to understand what most men are going through when we say this, that especially in today's day and age, when you're entering a relationship with a woman, that'd be the first thing that be on your mind is approaching a woman is I wonder if this is one of those.
Yeah. Is she what I like to say, is she in my tax bracket?
Right. Because she definitely, if she definitely looking at you financially, she definitely a dependent. I can't even file you on. I can't even file you on my taxes, but you all taxing me.
Yeah, but at the same time, you do have to realize. I believe that there is a bigger, greater number of women who don't look at a man for his financial stability versus wanting that emotional and that physical stability. They would rather, some of them would rather be with a broke dude that ain't gonna cheat them, rather with a dude that money with hoes.
But where they at, Dan? Because
listen, Dwight, because I sure wanted to know.
I
sure, man.
Mr. Britton, you know where they at, Mr. Britton?
Nobody say church, please. Nobody. Nobody.
So, repeat that again, Brother Dez.
I said there's some women out there that would rather be with a broke dude that's gonna be faithful and loyal to you, ain't gonna cheat on them, versus the dude with money that got hoes.
Boy.
Okay.
Yeah, but what's the flip side of that coin?
Well, you know, for me, if you're asking me, you know, because I like to say I had to be careful because spicy on there.
Oh Lord!
Y'all know I'm feeling spicy, so yeah. No,
we in the locker room. We in the locker room. She just up in the booth.
Okay, so my old past, right? Let me just give it to you real briefly in a brief story. Okay, bear with me. So at a young age, I was sitting in the back seat of the car with my father and his partner, right? Mm-hmm. And my father was a hustler, and he pulled up in front of this bar, and we was in one of those big old Buicks where my feet couldn't even touch the floor, right?
Damn.
And there was this woman that came out from the shadows of the bar, and she looked in the car, kissed my father on the cheek, handed him some money, and said, "Ooh, Johnny, is that him?" You know, and he was like, he was like, yeah. She said, Sugar, come here, Sugar, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. She had this ruby red lipstick on, this glittery blue like sequence dress. I'll never forget it. And she was like prompting me with money, a quarter. She said, look, I'll give you a quarter. So here I am inching up, trying to get to that quarter, let alone them lips. And I saw my father's eyes looking at me through the side of the mirror. And it scared me. He was looking at me, he never said a word. So after I gave it a kiss and got the quarter anyway, I sat back and my father was still looking at me through that mirror. Now I had to be a little kid, maybe about 6 or so, something like that, something young. And he said, boy, he said, don't you never let anybody dictate your work.
Ooh, man.
That stuck with me. So in reference to this, that's always been my motto. You can't dictate my work. Right. And that's what real men do. You know what I'm saying? So going in the door, you know what I'm saying, my value system and what I feel as though I'm worth, that's what I'm hoping that I attract. Now, sometimes we get those that we think that we attracted, and they still in that same tax bracket, like my man said, like Dad said, but they really not. Sometimes you got people that's perfect, and they come at you and they think the only way to be with you is to toss all this junk at you and give you these dreams. Well, you can't sell me no dream because I know my value.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think if we stand on that, and in the two clips, I heard both women talk about how decisive a man is. He knows his value. He knows what he wants. Yeah. Those things don't even come about. True enough, we run into situations sometimes that just don't work out. But the end game is, what are you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna keep on dealing with that, or you just gonna back up off that? So, because you don't even have to have these types of situations exist when you're a man and you know what you're worth and you define yourself. Because when money comes into it, the game change.
Exactly. And that's my whole point.
Then ain't nobody giving you no money, Dwight, in 2025 if they don't honestly like you and believe in you.
That's true.
I think they're gonna get something out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But and you have people that think that, you know, like they'll look at, I done had a couple of people look at me and think I got some money. I ain't got no money. But the other thing is they see me first. They see something in me that let them know, girl, you better not even go at him like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from the game. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna work out.
Well,
I can tell. I can
like
tell,
that.
Mr. B. Mr. B. I can tell you a wish man. You know, if you want to go out to dinner, I go with you. You want to take a walk in the park, I go with you. You want me to send you something on Cash App? I'm done with you.
Well, damn.
No, I'm gonna send it to you. That's what you're gonna use for that Uber.
Oh, well, I was waiting on this because most women, like I said, because like Max said, some men have been in that situation when women look at you less. And one of the first thing they do, they meet you, and the first thing, they don't even look. They look at you and for the conversation, well, what you do for a job, what you do for a living, or how much money you make. I said, why would you want to ask that instead of get to know me? We can get to that part later. So they're trying to judge you on the value of how much money you have. And most women, I ain't saying all women, some women don't come at me like that, but most women, what's the first thing they say? I want to find me a 6-7-figure man.
Well, you know what, Mr. Dwight, look, next time a woman asks you what you do for a living, you take a breathe.
Most of them I come, they don't ask me that, but most men I know, they come to me and they say, but I met this woman and we trying to get to know each other. She kept asking me about my money. But most women would tell you that's what they judge men on anyways. A real man is how much money he has in his bank, and it's in his pocket. And like I said, it's a lot of good men out there that would treat a woman right and be real men. But at the same time, like I said, if you lose that job, that money ain't coming in. Sometimes old women, they're not going to stick it out with you. They'll walk out that door. They look at you less than a man if you can't give them what they want and need. If you can't buy that new car, if you can't buy that diamond ring, they'll look at you less than a man. They'll talk to their girlfriend about you. You should have never got with him here in a real man anyway, because he can't even forget about putting food on the table, at least keeping the lights on. But just because you can't get that mirror, that car, that ring, or what your girlfriend got, they start looking down on you and everything. Well, maybe I need to get me another man. A real man that can give me all my needs and provide for all the things I need.
But if I can't do those things, does that make me less of a man, or that make you not that much of a real woman?
Well,
what that does though is it opens up an opportunity, because a real woman, look, let me keep it 1,000 and 1,000%. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm the kind of guy, I'm a fox worth the chase. Mm-hmm. So if you see, if you see me and the potential in me, if you that strong of a woman and you can see the potential in me, and you know that it's a safe investment, you know what I'm saying? Come on in. That one that just blew when she had me and things got tough and she let me go, I'm gonna let the next woman go ahead on, because see, it's a woman is a helpmate. See, so that other one that I had before wasn't no helpmate. She wasn't ordained by God. See, God gonna send you that helpmate because it's already been written. You know what I'm saying? He said already he gonna send some with dude to hell, and the other ones that's going straight. That means that they following what he say, right? So that's one of the things that God say, that a woman is his helpmate. You know what I mean? So she gonna do what she's supposed to do, and y'all gonna blossom together. But that one that didn't, thank God that she got her out the way. Yeah. Because if you get sick, what you gonna do? Fold up? She gonna fold up on you because you got sick? My mom always told me, don't never have a woman that's gonna do less for you than what I do. Yeah, what kind of madness is that?
That's true. I agree with you on that, Mr. Britton.
Let's go. I hear the music though. I hear the music, but let's go.
I heard it too. I heard it too.
Y'all weekend, what y'all think? We'll be back in what?
2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Yeah.
The masculine man prays, protects, and provides in that order. Because if a man can't submit to something higher than himself, he'll make everything around him submit to him instead. See, true masculine energy has hierarchy. And God has to become first, because you can't protect what's not already grounded. And you can't provide what you haven't asked for. Most men skip that first step. They go straight to chasing money, straight to chasing women, and chasing validation, all empty things. Men want to be providers, but they never built their own foundation. So always remember, prayer is the true direction. It's humility. It's how a man admits, I don't have all the answers. But guess what? God, I'm willing to be guided. The masculine man also protects not just his woman, but his peace, his name, his energy, his purpose. He doesn't let everything pull his attention, because he understands intuitively that the world's chaos will destroy a distracted man. We've been seeing that since the beginning of time. If you take out the man, you take out the family. And then he provides, but not just money. He provides safety, direction, and stability. He gives people something to believe in, and we know how important belief is. Because provision isn't just about paying bills. It's about being a man everyone knows they can count on when it gets dark. So yeah, a real man prays, he protects, and he provides, in that order. Because without God, protection becomes control and provision becomes ego. But when a man leads from faith, everything around him multiplies. His peace, his money, his family, love, and most of all, his legacy.
All right. Y'all can't tell me my man ain't sharp. I'm telling you what, I mean, hey, y'all enjoyed this here. Y'all gonna really enjoy next week. Next Friday, there will be another segment of Grown Men Talking Incorporated, a man's handle with rejection. Mr. Desmond will be hosting this one here. The men will be back to your screens to discuss this. So I'm trusting you to talking with them on this. You do not want to miss this here. This is going to be deep, really deep. So make sure you set that notification. And also tomorrow, the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour will be back. Through the ringer of cheating. Make sure y'all got that notification going. Let it ring, because I'm telling you right now, through the ringer of cheating, why when a person, this ain't just about the men, this is women too. Why when a person cheats on you, they don't just stay with that person they cheated on you with? Let's talk about it tomorrow. Now we're going to hand it back over to our man.
Yeah. I can't wait to drink some tea on that tomorrow. I got some stuff to say about that cheating and staying, and yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. But that video, that video we saw. Look, I agree with the young guy because true men, like I pray. Now I'm not gonna say, because everybody's not religious. Some people may not believe in God. I mean, that's their choice. That's what they believe in. But I believe in God, and I pray to God to guide me. And when God guided me, everything's gonna be all right. And that way, you know, the providing for the family, leadership, protection of the family, showing the kids, teaching the kids, and I'm all with that. So with that being said, Mr. Britton, how did you feel about the video we saw about the young man that was talking in the video about, you know, pick God first and shoot, everything should be all right?
Well, first of all, before I go any further, I'd be remiss if I didn't bite cheese. Hey, Spicy, my comments be just for the show, baby. Don't bug out.
Shoot that shot.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Damn.
Wow.
But on the real side, I thought he was on point. I think actually I alluded to the God piece. I didn't allude to it. I went to it. You know what I'm saying? And it's so uncanny how, all of us can say things before we even see the clip that, that they repeat, they echo. So that lets me know that we on the same page, and we just ain't speaking out our neck. But no, it's a God thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think I said that when I gave the illustration about the woman and the part she played. You know, God said, I made man distinct from woman. You know what I'm saying? He gave us all a blueprint and a task. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't put your God thing first in all your affairs, particularly your relationships, you know what I'm saying? Because that's so sacred, you know, with God, that relationship thing. Then, you know, it's like it's gonna be doomed for some rocky, you know, some rocky rise. It's gonna be doomed for failure, flat out. It ain't gonna last. But if it's ordained already by God, because He's gonna send you that one. He's gonna send you that one that's gonna be with you for that season, right? You know what I'm saying? That season don't be forever. It may be 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? It may be 2, 3 years, but you got to recognize who He sent to you.
You're right about that, Brittany. You are right. So, Brother Des, what you have to say about that video, brother, that we just saw with the young man?
Well, I couldn't hear all of it because my Wi-Fi was over here Wi-Fi.
Oh,
but from what I did hear, you know, because you know I've had my own struggles with religion here as of late, you know, just from things that I've read and the research that I've done. But when it comes to spirituality, I do believe that spirituality does play a part in a relationship, because you have to realize that whenever you lay down with somebody, or you with somebody, you are exchanging a spiritual what I call exchanging a spiritual juice.
You right about that.
You know, so you have. Did I say that the wrong way?
No, man, you said it the right way. I mean,
but you know, so I mean, no. So you have to have some type of spirituality.
Spirit juice.
Yeah, spirit juice. It's all spirit. Spirit. You know. So you have to be able to have some type of spiritual connection in there, regardless of who you pray to. Prayer is prayer, because you have to realize that there is a being higher than you.
I'm gonna be kind of ignorant on this thing. Can we say that the spirit juice you talking about is holy water? I mean, like I'm just trying to figure out what you think.
Sometimes it's the holiest water, but you know. Let me rephrase that for all of those who want to be funny right now. You are when you are in a relationship with someone, you are intertwining spiritually. Right, that even came out any better. But
I like the way you said the juices. That sounds much better.
We're gonna leave it juicy. How about that?
So you do have to have some type of spiritual connection with the person that you with, regardless, in order for it to prosper. And that's just the fact of the matter. You have to have some type of spiritual connection with that person, because I believe, now this is just my personal belief, if you don't, you're gonna fail drastically, because of the simple fact that y'all will never be able to really get yoked when it comes to the mental aspect of your relationship.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And you won't, and what'll end up happening is a lot of things that you can't see that are going on around you will start interfering within your relationship. So you gotta have that spiritual connection to where you can set up that bond, and you can set up that boundary that that can't be penetrated when it comes to that relationship.
Yeah, that's right.
If that makes any sense.
No, it makes sense. I mean, you really exactly. We know what you're talking about. It was just funny how you brought it to me. I like that.
I'm gonna have to remember that. I'm gonna have to put that one in a poem, baby. Can I taste your spiritual juices?
Man, what you got to say about that?
I think Des just left me lost for words. What do you want me to say behind that?
Oh man!
What should I say behind that? Like, what? All right, I'm gonna try it. Look. To piggyback off the spiritual juices.
Oh man!
So I was gonna be where you at, brother Mac.
Just skip me. Just skip.
I mean, hey, Mr. B, man, I mean, I took that spirit juice out of my head now.
Look, it's gonna be there for the rest of the night. So what are you gonna be able to do about it? Like, wait a minute, like. Hey, that is your listen. That is your new DJ name, DJ Spirit Juice. Go ahead and hold on to that. Go ahead and hold that.
Oh, I got
Now when you see the backdrop, don't be laughing.
I'm not gonna be mad. I'm gonna be right there promoting.
Hey,
and it's gonna be it's gonna be two hands like this.
Hey, with the water spilling out of it.
Spicy, how you feel about that spiritual juice?
Who you asked that to? Spicy.
I'm gonna ask Spicy how she feel about that spiritual juice.
Hey man, watch out, man. Watch out, man.
Spicy, this is the first time ever I had to skip. I'm telling you.
I'm like DJ Mac.
I just skipped me.
This is the first time I'm speechless. That got me
I ain't got nothing to come after that one, boy. That just threw me off right
there. Down. No, I'll leave that alone.
You got to lay down with the spiritual juices.
Oh.
What?
Got me wondering now what this next poem gonna be.
Yeah.
I am thirsty now.
She only want me from a
Look, man, I don't know what to say.
Ooh,
This is the first time I had to skip.
That time made my night because I'll be laughing. I'm going to bring that up with some conversation when I'm talking to somebody on the spirit side. Because that right there.
How you feel about them spirit juices? Oh my God.
Mr. Britton, how you feel about those spiritual juice? You know, you and Spicy talk. How you feel about that spiritual juice?
It's called me Juicy. This called me Juicy.
Baptized in the spirit juice.
You know I'm broke, ain't got no man but
you know my nickname Juicy. I heard that. I'm like, shit. Okay, we can put the Holy Ghost with it. And I hear you on the poem, man.
Oh my God.
And I woke up drenched.
Oh my.
It was the spiritual juices of my planet.
Yeah, man. But Dez, that is
full of the spirit.
Dez been when baptized the whole conversation.
Because that right there,
well,
it's poetry in motion, my brother. Yeah, I ain't never heard it like that. That just blew me away.
I'm listen, y'all ready to wrap this up?
Hey, I might have to put that in a line in my next flick. You know, have a feature say, my child, would you like a spiritual
glass of spiritual juice?
There's boy, I give you the.
And all I want is just 3%, Mr. B, just 3%.
Yeah.
You can't take that 100% spiritual juice.
Because
I'm talking about the 3% of the residuals. That's all.
I thought you said you wanted 3% spiritual juice.
No.
Man, boy, that hey, I'm like Mr. Man on that. I wouldn't know what to say after that. That was just. But I'll tell y'all guys this. How do y'all feel about the show coming up tomorrow? I don't want to say too much because we're gonna be talking about it, but I just want to know, what's y'all take on this show tomorrow? Y'all gonna be in the show, watching the show? Because that right there, cheating and you still staying with them, that's gonna be a very interesting show to talk about tomorrow. So
yeah, that is gonna be. But I thought, but you don't want to stay with the one you cheated with. All I can say, because I've been thinking about it ever since she brought it up. All that you don't want to stay with the one that you cheated with because that's just what they was. They was just a thing. They was just that.
That's the thing, right? I got a lot to say about it, but I'm gonna wait until tomorrow because I ain't gonna lie.
It's gonna be juicy.
Ooh,
you got that.
Is it gonna be spiritual though?
Hey, Juicy. Hey, Juicy.
It's gonna be a spiritual juice.
Oh my God. Y'all ass is a mess, man.
That is crazy.
Now listen, Here I am. I've been behaving myself, and this cat jump out the woodworks talking about some damn spirit juice. That's all I'm saying.
It's all good.
I wasn't being naughty. That's just the way it came off. Because not all spiritual juices are physical. Sometimes the spirit juice is mental.
I don't know, when he said it, I thought about that song Pimp Juice. That's the first that came to my mind when he said
hey, you know what I'm trying to, what came to my mind?
Don't even want me for my pimp juice.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what came to my mind. I was thinking, do they have, is it any of that spice spiritual juice?
Well, like my nephew said, it ain't on me, it's in me.
Right. Damn.
That spice flavor.
That is crazy. Look, it's been a great show, Doug. So I'm just gonna ask each guy, if they, we'll start with Mr. Britton. Mr. Britton, what you got? Any encouraging words to men, being men, or just say, freestyle, say what you got to say, what you feel about that, but what we talk about tonight.
Yeah, on the real side. For those that of us who are males, still in that male state, we've all been there, where we were just males. It's a journey to manhood, and when you get there, and you'll know. But always remember that there's plateaus to it. So you're gonna keep on seeking new levels of manhood, and just be receptive. And the main thing you can be is just honest to yourself, maintain your integrity, speak truth whenever and however possible, even if it's difficult, and just be your own man. Be your own man.
I know that's right, brother Mac. What you got to say? You got anything on your mind to say about this, about the topic tonight?
Well, just off the clutch, right?
Yes.
I like to always tell people that I'm baby grown. I just got here. I ain't been grown for a long time. And so to be grown and a man, it's a way different plateau and a way different story than what you did as an adult. Because see, people get that mixed up. They think because they're an adult that they grown, and those are not the same. Those are not the same walks of life. So to be grown now and a man, there's just certain things that just don't fit, won't feel right, don't look right, don't smell, nothing. And so I encourage those that have actually made it over here to grown to continue, as Mr. B said, experience those different plateaus of it. I look forward to it because I'm rapidly understanding myself and the yes and the no's and the things of that nature. And so this makes things very great for me. And I hope those that are trying to get here to experience it, when you get here, welcome home. And I hope you love it. And that's all I got to say.
Amen. But I hear you, brother. And brother Dave, what you got to say for the last word?
Well, like on a serious note, I'm 6.5 months away from being here for a half a century. So I still got some learning to do. But at the same time, I would say to any young man or boy that's trying to find their manhood, I say don't let nobody else define what manhood is to you. You define your manhood and you stick to it, and you prove them wrong. Just that simple. Whatever being a man is to you, give that example. Be the example of what that type of man is, and be that man. Don't let nobody else tell you what a man should be. I can't sit up here and do that for you because of the simple fact I'm still learning how to be a man.
That's a great way. I love that.
It's simple.
That's shoot. I just want to thank the grown men, from everybody, from Mr. Dez and Mac and Des and Mr. Brent for being on the show. This was a great show. I love working with these guys. We just bring, it's men talk. We talk about what men talk about, and we're gonna continue to talk about that. And we got like Spike said, we got a great topic next Friday. That Dez will be leading the charge. So y'all be sure to join us next Friday, but also be sure to join us Niana. But with that said, Mr. Max, shoot, man, take us out.
She said, run, run as fast as you can. You know I'm broke, ain't got no money. In my hand, and I ain't gonna call you back again. Hey, Friday, Monday morning. Guess what?
Hey,
I think the girl done got broke again.
hey,
She do the same thing every weekend.
yeah.
She can disappear Friday, but Monday she calls.